The global environment. Our planet is home to millions of different species that are vital to our ecosystem. Places like coral reefs and forests are dying out fast because of damage that is induced by humans, like cutting down trees, putting up houses and buildings, landfills, and pollution. To prevent more of this damage from happening, a biodiversity action plan needs to be implemented. A biodiversity action plan will require countries to assess and create targets for conservation and help to create a partnership between countries. Some things that could be done in a biodiversity action plan are setting up animal sanctuaries and putting restrictions on hunting. Overpopulation. China, India, and US have the three biggest populations of the world. They have been the biggest contributors to the growing waste and pollution in the world. Many are not doing their parts and taking responsibility for their actions, creating a widespread case of diffusion of responsibility. The UN attempted to set regulations in 1974 by making a World Population Plan of Action. The goal was to help countries discuss and figure out solutions for current population trends. The only way the population plan will work if there is cooperation among the majority of nations. Though overpopulation is a big issue, a commonly overlooked factor is the way in which we live our lives. Consumerism and consumption is a big issue in much of the developed countries, creating an epidemic of people believing that luxuries are now necessities. Meanwhile, it is destabilizing our ecosystem and is causing unnecessary spending. Due to how much the world consumes, we are taking away natural resources faster than the earth can replenish them. The majority of the world's resources is consumed by the wealthiest 20% of the population. The Kyoto Protocol was a binding obligation to reduce emissions of greenhouse gases. Other than the protocol, no regulations have been put in place to reduce consumerism. Most stakeholders in these issues are employed by large companies. Regulations to help solve these issues will cause these companies to lose money and employees. Our planet is in jeopardy, and it is vital that countries come together to make action plans in order to preserve the planet's resources and ecosystems for future generations.